Hey guys, Oko here. Welcome back to our playthrough of Final Fantasy XVI. Now that we've finished up everything we have to do here at the hideaway, or the hideout. No, it is hideaway. Let's talk to Jill and get the story going.
You ready?
I think so.
Jill, when you told me you had to come to terms with your past, you weren't talking about destroying Drake's breath, were you?
No. I spoke of Imran, the leader of the Crystalline Orthodox. The man who made me do all those unspeakable things. I'm going to kill him. It's what I need to do to put the past behind me. What I need to move forward. And I know that I can do it. If you're there beside me.
Always.
And I'll be beside you, too. We'll bring down the Mother Crystal together. All while Sid looks on.
We'll make him proud.
So Imrad will probably be the end boss for Jill's little storyline. We'll help her hunt him down for sure. So here we are at the hideaway. Looks like the world has opened up to us once again. It looks like we're meant to go here, so let's not waste any time and head to Drake's Breath.
Useful trick. Freezing and thawing the spray to make mist. How did you learn to use your powers like this?
The Masters made me do it. When the Crusaders took to the seas, to keep the fleet's movements from prying eyes. I'm fine.
No, you're not.
This may be the only chance I get to go back. My only chance to put things right. I have to do this. Whatever the cost.
All right.
There she is. The Iron Kingdom's Mother Crystal.
Drake's breath. Strong currents, sharp rocks, and ether floods. Let's not forget them. This island is a natural fortress.
But safety breeds complacency, allowing a single rowing boat to slip in unseen. The sanctuary is inside the mountain. If we follow the old trail, we should be able to enter by the back gate.
All right. Let's go. I always imagined when I came here it would be to reclaim it.
It used to belong to Rosaria, didn't it?
Wow.
Once, though it's been in the Ironblood's clutches for far too long.
As was I. For 13 years, this rock was my home. I know its secrets only too well. This path was abandoned after an ether flood. They don't guard it.
The perfect little shortcut.
So there's still no map. Pretty amazing view. Here we got our first monsters.
They're all Akashic.
Akashic Thorn.
It was never as bad as this before. And the only way past it is through them.
Yeah, that Ramu is pretty strong, I have to say. Another dead one. Where's Jill? Oh no.
Was that
go-
an earthquake?
Let's go up this way.
Happen all the time. That wasn't even a bad one. It's nothing to worry about.
Organs. A Catholic organ. Want to make sure we get our little item here. Ooh, something big through here. Looks like a troll or another one of those minotaurs. And a dog. Another worgen. Boom! I love that one. Ignition, yes, one of my favorites.
The old arboretum is just up ahead. We'll enter.
Oh, he was tough. But we did it. So, what do we got around here? Nothing. He wasn't guarding anything, huh? Too bad. Let's push forward. Here's an item over here. Breath of the Wind, Aerial Blast.
Look at this place. What a mess.
Wait.
What is that? Oh, another Marlboro. An even bigger one.
Nothing a shield of Rosaria can't handle. Just like old times.
That's right. Yikes.
Don't breathe it in.
I couldn't seem to avoid that. Hopefully we don't... Hopefully we'll be able to avoid it again. Don't want that bad breath anywhere near us.
This way. This way.
Better use some of these potions. We're not doing too good here. Well, we've got him about halfway gone. We're dead. Where'd he go? There's our first death. Wow, there's our first game over screen. Here it was. But let's try again. Good. Whoa, we just destroyed that thing in our path. Right in the face. Ignition, right in the face. I'm going to try and be a little more careful about things hitting us. Let's go like this. Why not? So there, I think we made good use of that limit break there. Where is he? Okay, I think we're doing much better this time. There we are. I got him staggered for once. That's been tough to do. Using all my little abilities here I can. And this one, my favorite one. There we go. We're doing much better this time. His hit points are getting lower. Where's... like this. Ravage. Ha. There we go. Played a little more offensively, and I was able to get in there a little more actively. Some regular trash loot from that.
Press on.
Yes. It's like a furnace in here.
Mount
We're inside the
Drustinus.
volcano. You get used to the heat, though I don't remember it being quite this hot.
Was that one cause for concern?
It was. And they're getting bigger.
Scarlet Scorpion. So we've got scorpions down here. What? Is there a map here? No, still no map. Oh, they really don't like maps in this game. I'm really surprised. Oh well. Let's pick up this. Another potion. Good. And more scorpions. Dragonet is what that was called. Let's take a look around here. This is cool. This is reminding me of the Final Fantasy XI Lebros Cavern. Ooh, something bigger. Salamander? Oh, he's getting me with fire? Really? I'm surprised by that. We should be immune to fire. That was pretty good. Oh, he's good at avoiding my ignition. I don't like that. Okay, we got this guy. He's getting low. Done. Alright, more trash loot.
Fuck. Is there no other way across?
Oh boy, this looks hot. That'll last a little while.
This is going to be close. Come on!
That was cool. Ugh. Can you imagine running through that? Like having no choice but to run through that if you were like actually fleeing or something? Oh, that would be horrible. What a horrible thing to think about. Alright, more scorpions. Oh, and bombs. This must be something new. The bomb is... There we are. Yeah, the bombs are fun to fight. They're probably quite weak against Jill. Smash that one against the wall. Where are you going?
We aren't going this way.
Oh,
Let's look for
wrong way. Yikes. That's the way we can't go, so then we're going to want to go maybe this way? Let's take a look at what we're doing here.
Drake's breath.
We're nearly at the oratory.
Surprised there's aren't any people around. Guards? Whoa, what's this? A slime.
I have absolutely
Neat.
no idea.
A red moose.
Whatever it is, I don't think it's friendly.
It's the first time we've seen these in this Final Fantasy, these jelly characters that they have. They look kind of pretty grotesque in this one. Yeah, this one looks like the Blob.
This one. All yours, Torgal. This one.
Boom. Gross. This thing is nasty. Wow, it's definitely a new look for this sort of thing. I really like it though. It looks... That thing was creepy looking. That was awesome. What's this? Cool. Mithril wristlets. They're better. We'll definitely equip those.
One of the demons. But they never leave the lava.
If I didn't know better, I think this volcano was about to erupt.
Yep, they're abandoning ship.
Why attack?
Alright, let's try and be careful on this one. That Marlborough was tough enough. This one should be even tougher. Let's see how we do though. And look out for the roll, for sure. Huh.
What's it doing?
Nothing good, I'll wager.
Alright, I think I avoided that. Yes. Oh, yeah! Yes, there we are. We did some good avoiding there. Nah, we're doing much better. Flame Lizard.
Nice try.
Come on, we can do more. He's almost done. Let's just... Haha, missed. Yeah, missed me. Oh, you got me there. But it didn't hurt that much. Cool, that was a fun little battle. He was a fast little guy. Back into the lava with you. We'll probably see him again sometime.
You hurt?
Just hot. Thank you.
Quite a commotion our friend made. Let's hope the guards didn't hear it.
What
The gate
guards?
to the inner chambers is just up there. Then we make for the sanctuary. I need to finish this. Before the heat finishes me.
Here, here.
We'll enter the Comric by the Handmaiden's living quarters. It was always a hive of activity.
Sounds like we'll have a hard time staying out of sight.
We won't have to. There's someone there I should very much like to see.
There's a gate here. I guess that's it. And this door.
Lady Marley, it's me, my mother. Jill, it can't be. It is, my lady. We cannot talk here. Come with me.
So somebody from our past is going to help us. Let's watch another long cutscene.
I'm so glad you're safe. And I you. Why ever would you risk coming back? Are you a fool, girl? Or have you grown tired of your freedom already?
Forgive me, my lady. But I had to come back. There are things I left undone. Tell me, where is the Patriarch?
At this hour, he'll be in the Comric, giving thanks.
You mean... Oh, fiend! Clive, we have to get to the sanctuary. Now. Lady Marley, you must flee this place, gather your things, and go.
Now listen here, Jill.
We have company.
This way. Follow this passage. It leads straight to the Comric. Go on, stop dawdling.
Thank you. You were always so kind to me. My light in the darkness. Take care, my lady, please. You deserve better than this. A long and happy life, promise me.
Yeah, those guards probably would have bashed through the door by now. Oh boy, this woman's probably gonna die.
Live. If you promise to do the same.
Come on, Clive.
The oratory.
We're nearly at the Comric.
All right.
Cool. There's like a glowing blue door over there.
Here's our welcoming party.
Yep. Iron Blood Crusaders. Let's fight the cavalry. Oh, there we go. More guys over here. That was a dead end, I think. Let's go this way.
How many of them are there?
Fanatic. Iron Blood Fanatic. Just gotta stay away from the big axe. Alright, let's finish the big guy off here. Anybody else? That's everyone, huh? Wow. This is an epic room to have that battle. That's... Look at this place. I love this. No chests in here, huh? Not that I can see. Good boy.
Over here!
Iron Blood Commander. Get in there. There we go. 1,200 gil. Very nice. Now where do we go? Aha!
Clive, there's something I need you to know. I saw the Patriarch do things no one should have to see. And so I swore that he would die by my hand.
I understand. I faced my demons. Then you must face yours.
Gotta run down here and get this high potion. So I guess this is the dead end. So let's head towards the mysterious blue glowing door ahead of us. Wow, look at this. Holy cow. Here's another fanatic. Aha. Boom! Love it. New enemies approaching. We're not done with the ones we're currently working with, but... Alright, now it's done. Oh, we got all kinds of good stuff from that. Thank you. And we'll take this. Ooh. Something for the Gerudo. So this is probably the guy that Jill wants to kill. Imran, or I think his name was.
Shiva's dominant. Come to beg forgiveness for your failure.
For years, I followed your orders. Fought your wars. All to protect the children you took. Just as you took me. And what did you do in return? You put them in chains and you slit their throats!
Fiend.
Their souls were sullied with a stain of ether. I merely cleansed them of their corruption. A penance paid, just as the Holy Mother wills it! Repent, abomination! For a monster like you to set foot in the Holy Cymric is in itself a crime deserving of death.
You're right. I am a monster. and my soul is stained black. Though not by ether, but by the evil of men like you, who made me close my heart and drown in darkness when I should have raged against it. This is my penance. I will be your monster, no. Nor will I suffer you to create another.
Does the beast bare its teeth at its master? Come then, Dominant. Rage, be as you have ever been. A monster!
And what are you, Imran? I was forced to kill. You do it by choice. But never again. I bowed to you once. Now it is you who shall bow to me!
Kill them.
Oh no, you don't. Yeah, Jill's gonna be super pissed for this battle. We should let her go after Imran and we'll take care of all the little minions. Oh, what's Joshua doing here? Probably the same thing we are. Yeah, they're dead. Another fire icon or something. Look, seems like a fire icon.
Jill! Remember how it felt? Why?
Nope.
Why can't I do it?
Do something.
Please.
Help her. Let's go. Alright, now it's working.
She won't be able to hold that halfway forever. Better make this quick.
So, we're fighting someone called Liquid Flame. Yeah, so there we go. I got a whole bunch of damage off there. That was a good little haul. Oh, he's raging. Oh, boy. There goes our defensive wall.
Damn it.
Diamond dust. All right.
All right. I won't take long.
I like your optimism. Let's go.
This one.
Faraga, they got me.
This one.
Ooh, now he's a dragon. He killed us. Well, at least we don't have to start at the very beginning. Just this part of the fight. That's good. That might be because we're on story mode. Oh, now he's a behemoth, it looks like. Maybe he just looked like that.
Nice try.
Bring him down as much as we can. Stagger's not going to last forever. Oh, wow. Holy cow. Now what do we do? 11th hour. These are just illusions, I think. There we go. Now he's won. Ugh. Let's get flagrant coral. So that, I think we got him now. The stagger, let's not waste the stagger. Done. That was a bit tough. That was our... He gave us our second death. Liquid flame. And some more ash.
Jill!
I'm going to finish this, Clive.
Yeah, we gotta help her do it. She needs to do it.
Here. Use this.
step closer to freedom.
The crystal. What did you do to it?
Oh, we destroyed it.
What? Monster! Monster! Do you have any idea what you have done?
Kill him.
I do, Father. I have killed the monster and become an outlaw. May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
It's over.
It is.
And Shiva exacted her price.
She did.
Again, the burden fell to you.
And I bore it willingly. This was a sin for which I had to atone. Now I can continue at your side with my head held high. Clive, look.
It's just like the one at Phoenix Gate. Damn it. We need to leave.
Agreed. I kept my promise, and now you keep yours. This way, Your Grace.
You're bleeding. I have a tonic which will...
I thank you for your kindness, truly. But I assure you, I will survive. Please, save your medicines for those who need them most.
Oh, well, if you're sure.
For a moment there, I felt my brother's presence.
You did?
I fear he is in Ultima's thoughts again. But why now, after 5 years of silence? I cannot keep him sealed away much longer.
Your Grace.
No, do not dirty your hands. Look at them all. Like a river flowing to the sea.
Or moths to a flame, perhaps. The crystalline dominion their light in the darkness. More and more lose their homes to the blight and set out in search of sanctuary, while others lose their fortunes to the Dhalmekian levies and leave to find new livelihoods. What is it that you seek in the Dominion, Your Grace?
Oh, Dion Lesage.
You mean the Crown Prince of Sanbrec?
He has many titles. Dion the Bold, Prince of Dragoons, Odin's Nemesis, or simply Bahamut. I met him once, when we were children. He was a chivalrous soul even then, and has served his empire indefatigably ever since.
And you are confident that he will listen to what you have to say?
Our world lurches ever closer to the abyss, and a hidden hand ushers us onward. Ultima's influence extends to every nation, Sanbrec included. If His Highness is the man I believe him to be, and I pray that he is, this truth will not have escaped his notice. As the mother crystals fall, the eternal flame wavers, and the azure sky begins to bruise. How lucky we were to be blessed by the crystals, and yet how spoiled. Like canaries in a gilded cage, growing fat on seed. But now, the bars are closing in, and we must take flight. Painful though it be to leave our home behind, it is what we must do to be free. Which is it that men cannot live without? A blessing that leads to damnation, or a freedom that leads to deprivation? I do not yet know the answer to that question. Do you, Clive?
Your Grace, let us find a place to rest a while. We can return by the Dhalmekian trail once you have recovered your strength. I realize your duty is pressing, but if your health should fail...
I know. Thank you, Yoto.
Another cutscene. Wow. There's a lot of cutscenes in this game. But let's see what's going on at the Ministry of Law.
To breach the Empire's defenses and gain the Isles of Ark has failed yet again.
Only because your fleet has proved as impotent as a eunuch on Lane Night. Would you rather we simply fell back to the capital?
Enough, both of you. All here agree that the Empire cannot be allowed to maintain its illegitimate claim on the Dominion. However, our casualties mount with each passing day.
There is a literal sea twixt you and your prize. The armies of Sanbrec need but sit back and watch as you harmlessly lap against their walls. They are dug in like ticks, and seek to draw out this siege, knowing the capital's stores are nigh bottomless. And what of our wise rulers? Goaded into war without any thought as to what chaos it might reap. Republican soldiers starve while waiting for orders from Randalar.
If you would but take the field, their bellies would be full by nightfall.
If I take the field, so too will Bahamut, and our duel will shake the island to its foundations. Instead of liberating the Dominion, you would doom it to destruction. Unless that is what you desire.
If our learned advisor has a solution to propose, we should be glad to consider it.
Is that the Emperor's?
What is the meaning of this, Lord Kupka? What it means is that I am disinclined to advise you any longer. The looks on their faces when you walked through those doors. A perfect picture of stupefaction. They could not believe their eyes. Though I confess, I had my own doubts whether or not you would accept my invitation. Such shocking news. Sid isn't a son of a whore. He's the son of an empress. Your own dear Clive.
Absurd. Who fed you these lies?
I have never spent a moment among criminals, save at the gallows. I came here with my son, not to entertain your baseless accusations, but to put an end to the senseless hostilities between our nations.
Very well. You need only agree to the terms I set out. Sid took the life of someone dear to me, a woman by the name of Benedicta. I swore to take his in turn. This would not be disagreeable to you, I take it. You would finally be rid of the stain on your noble name. In return, I will leave Sanbreque in your capable hands. Your Imperial Majesty.
And all for the love of a common whore.
Dominant or no, one cannot hide one's breeding. And beasts will ever belong with beasts. There are greater things in store for you, my darling Olivier. Soon enough, you shall be the crown prince of Sanbreque. And when your father goes to meet Great Griga, you shall be emperor of all you survey. The old order shall come tumbling down, and you will rebuild the world in your glorious image. Soon.
She's been in there for hours. Something must be wrong.
Alright, so we finally have a chance to move around and do something after all those long cutscenes. So we're also just about ready to put an end to this episode. But I see that there's another quest. Let's just take a look. There's one up here as well. So those might have to wait for the next episode. But let's just... head to the infirmary and then... we'll put an end to the episode once we find out what we want to do next.
One day, I will sail
Our man in Dalamo mentioned the cook is God.
I've done what I can, but the rest is up to you. You need to start taking better care of yourself.
Understood. And thank you.
The curse has spread. Make sure she rests.
If it hurts, you can tell me, I'll understand.
I can bear it.
But you shouldn't have to. Not anymore.
This isn't just your struggle, Clive. It's ours. And when we see how hard you fight, it inspires us to do the same. Or would you rather we left you to save the world all on your own?
No. That's not... Ignore me.
Do it. Oh! Come on.
In here.
What's wrong?
Those areas under attack.
What?
This isn't the Dalmekian army we're talking about. It's the men of the Rock from Drake's Fang. Hugo Kupka's private guard. There is in hell in Rosalith, trying to batter down the castle gates.
Looking for me.
Seems that way. Reckon old Hugo has finally worked out who Sid really is.
Then this is just another trap.
It's a trap, all right. The daddy of all fucking traps.
I'm going to Rosalith.
You're not serious. That's exactly what he wants you to do, Clive.
Look. I don't know why Kupka harbors such a grudge against Sid. But as long as it's left to fester, our world will never know peace. He has dragged the rest of Storm into this pointless war just to find me. Besides which, I am not about to stand and watch while my home gets ground into the dirt. Hugo must die.
I've lost enough friends to that man already. I don't want to lose any more. So let's go and kill the bastard.
I'm coming too. After all, we're in this together.
All right. I should probably speak to Otto before leaving. We need to know what we're getting ourselves into.
Alright, so it looks like we'll be speaking with Otto in the next episode, and we are also going to be checking out these new side quests that we can do in the next episode. And let me just check the world map. I guess that's it. I don't see any other ones around here. There we are. Dragon's Breath is gone. So it looks like in the next episode we're going to be going after, what's his name? Kupko in Rosalinth? It's down here, I think. Or was it here? I don't know. I don't know this world very well. This is where that last cutscene was, I think, around this crystal. Or was it this one? Who knows? You see, I can't tell. Anyway, but we'll figure it out. In the next episode, we're going to be running around doing some little side quests, and then we'll eventually talk to Otto and, I guess, initiate the next part of the main quest, right? That's going to be everything for today. So, thank you all for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel by clicking on the link below. I'm Oko. I'll see you guys all on the next episode of our playthrough of Final Fantasy XVI. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good day. Bye for now.